Hello, second graders, and welcome to another day of Number Corner. I'm so excited to be with you today. We are going to be doing a few different activities today. I do want you to have your pencil and your Number Corner book near you for our activity that we are going to be doing later on. So if you can just have those next to your desk for our activity today. But before we do that, we are going to take a look at our calendar grid. I'm so excited to see what our mystery shape is going to be today. So I'm going to zoom in, I'm going to go up, and we are on Thursday, March 4th. So we're going to take a look and see what our mystery card is today. Ooh, okay. So we can look in our clue corner, and I see that they're not only showing us a circle, which is a 2D shape, but they have these kind of dotted circles that are going in the middle to make it a 3D shape. So we are going to be looking at our globe here today. That is the shape that they are referring to here in our picture, is the globe. And we can tell based upon what the picture is showing us that this, boys and girls, is a sphere. Can you say sphere? Nice job. So they told us what our mystery shape is today, just like they told us our cylinder shape here on Tuesday the 2nd. So we are going to update our calendar grid observation I have right here. So again, it is the 3rd month. So I do a 3. It is the 4th of March. And it is 2021. Awesome. So it's showing us in our corner here that we are going to be able to draw our mystery shape. Rather than giving us our faces, edges, and vertices, they gave us the shape. So I am going to do my very best to draw as great of a sphere as I can. So I'm going to draw a circle first. It's not the easiest to do on a computer screen, right? And then I'm going to kind of try to draw the lines that they drew in here as best as I can, right? As long as you show your best work, that's all that matters. Okay, so that is our sphere. Obviously, you know it's a sphere based upon looking at your globe. Looking at a globe, think about having a globe. Maybe you've seen one in your classroom, or maybe you have one even at your house, right? It's kind of a big ball, right? Maybe some of you play like soccer, basketball, tennis, right? Those are also sphere shapes. So I'm going to write the word sphere in our calendar. Sphere. Ooh, it has the word here, doesn't it, in it? Here. Nice. Awesome. And then let's take a look really quick at our location. So I'm noticing that there's a desk, there's a window that's looking outside. So I would probably say that this is probably inside, maybe in like an office, just based upon the having a desk. Maybe some of your parents have desks at home because they're working from home now, or maybe you have your own school desk at home. So I'm going to put office. And it's inside, right? We know our office is going to be inside. So I'm going to put in office. Awesome. Wow. Well, I'm excited to see what we have for our shape tomorrow. Based upon our observation grid, can you make some predictions or guesses as to what our March 5th card, tomorrow's card, is going to look like? Maybe it has something to do with the clue, or maybe the location, or maybe the mystery shape. I don't know, but take a minute and make a prediction as to what you think might be happening. Nice job, boys and girls. I'm going to put this away, and I'm going to grab out our coin collector. So as you know, we have been collecting quarters these past few days, right? So we had a total of 6 quarters that were being collected in the past 3 days. So now we are on day 4. So I'm going to grab out my tool here. I'm going to write a 4 underneath my 3 here. And I'm going to take this shape right here. I'm going to go 1, 2, because remember, we are adding 2 quarters a day. Boys and girls, what do you notice? You're right. We have filled a whole dollar again. Oh my goodness. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take off our quarters. I'm going to grab this dollar over here, and I'm going to add it to our collection. I'm going to take my quarters and I'm going to put them on top Oh, maybe. Oh, this is tricky here. I'm just going to go, this might be easier. 1, 2 for day 3, and then 1, 2 for day 4. Wow, boys and girls, I cannot believe that we have collected 4. Oh, I was on the lines. We have collected, for 4 days, we have collected $2 whole. Oh, what could you buy with $2? Maybe some gum, maybe some baseball cards. I think there's a few things you can buy with $2 whole. That is so awesome. Well, I'm excited to be collecting 2 more quarters with you tomorrow. And then on Friday, which is tomorrow, we are going to be doing our collection total table to see how much money we've collected so that we can compare it or look at the differences for each week for the month of March. So great job. I'm going to put $2 right here for the 4th day of our collection. Awesome, boys and girls. We are moving right along. We did our calendar, we did our observation grid, we collected our 2 coins, and now we are going to look at our checking account. So if you can remember back to, zoom out a little bit here. If you can remember back to on Tuesday, we created a checking account and a savings account, right? And we had $187, and we took 87 of that dollars and we put it away in a savings account so no one can touch it. And then the rest of that $100 we had in a bank account, a checking account. So today we are actually going to make a withdrawal, or we're going to take out money from our checking account, but I need your help to do so. So what I would like you to do at this time is please go find your page 68 down here. Let me see if I can, there it is. Zoom in, page 68 you're going to need. So if you need to take a minute, pause the video right here and go grab your items. Awesome, so now that you have your items, I want you to take a look at our screen right here. We have, what do we call this? You're right, this is our hundreds base block. So I am going to grab my tool and I'm going to write 100, which is how much money we have in our checking account. So on page 68, the page that you were on, I want you to write in 100. This is representing our $100 that is in our checking account. Now, I am going to use, I have 2 dice here, okay? I am going to use my 2 dice to help me find out how much money we are going to take out of our checking account. Now, something special about these dice that I roll. For our tens place, I can only find, for the tens place, I'm going to be rolling numbers 1 through 3. And for our ones place, I'm going to be only looking at numbers 4 through 9. Okay? So they're very special, the numbers that we're going to be using today, right, to take out money from our bank account. So I have my dice here. I'm going to take a roll, and I'm going to tell you the number that we are going to subtract. Okay, so for our tens place, I have a 1, so I'm going to put 1. And then for our ones place, I'm going to put you're right, 5. Okay, so that means that out of our $100, I'm going to be taking out, how much money is this? You're right, $15. Wow, okay. I'm going to use my money pieces to give me a better idea of how much money I'm going to be taking out. So our goal is 100 minus 15. And we're trying to figure out how much money will I have left. Okay, now I want to think really quickly about our hundreds block. Can I break apart this block to better help me? You're right, I can use tens pieces, make tens strips. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to grab 10 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Great. 1, 2, 3. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, great. So that, if I have tens, I also have 100. Now I'm going to be taking away, I'm going to be using $15. So if I break up 15, I have 10 plus 5. Now this is going to help me because if I have a 10 that I'm taking away, what does that mean? You're right. I'm taking away one of these tens. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move it over here, right? I'm taking it away from my total. Okay, so I got rid of my 10. I'm going to put a little check mark above it. Now I need to take away 5 ones. How can I do that? You're right. I can make 10 little ones. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this 10, I'm going to throw it away, and I'm going to replace it with 10 individual ones. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. Okay, so I have 10 individual ones. Awesome. So now if I am looking at the ones place, it's telling me that I need to take away 5 out of my 100. So I'm going to take away 5 and move them over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice job, boys and girls. So let's count now our total. I'm going to start with the tens and go to the ones. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85. Wow, I still have $85 left in my checking account. That is awesome. So now, down here, it says show your work. How can you show your teacher how that $100 minus 15 that we took out of our checking account got us still $85 left? Well, you can use your 10 strips, right? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Minus, right, your 10 strips. So that's my 10 strips, and then my 10 strips and my ones to equal it. You also can use a number line going from 100. Maybe you go back 10 because you knew you can subtract 10 and you got to 90. And then you can go back 5 little ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9, 90, 89, 88, 87, 86, 85. And that would be your total, right? Because you minus 5. Whatever works for you on how to solve this problem. But I want you to think about what is one way that you can subtract or show your work to your teacher of the problem 100 minus 15 equals 85. When you have this done, you take a picture of this page, page 68, and you're going to upload it to your Seesaw for Number Corner. I am so excited to see you tomorrow on Friday, our 100th day of school, to see how much money we have collected and what our mystery shape is on our calendar. You all have a great night, and I will see you tomorrow.